Do you need to use NIN for something important and you actually realize that it's not possible for you to do it, or you just want your NIN to have it handy just in case the need for each arises? There are only 4 reasons why your NIN can be reissued to you.
So I'm making this particular NIN related video because it's my quest to sort out lots of issues regarding NIN, because I've been having a lot of questions from the previous videos I've been making about NIN, where people from Nigeria and the Nigerians in diaspora, minors or guardians of the minors, so many questions has been coming up regarding the NIN. So I have been able to find out the exact reasons for which you can recover your lost NIN. So you have to now know this and even be able to help others that have been wondering same. So kindly pay attention so that you know if you can still recover your NIN or not.
So don't just say you want another NIN, it will be reissued to you. I'll first of all tell you the different scenarios that could play out for you to have access to another NIN. I will also tell you the different requirements for you to get NIN. Any of these cases that I will list now, there are different procedures and different requirements for you to get another NIN depending on whatever happens. So one of these reasons is in case of loss. Yeah, if you mistakenly lost your NIN, maybe you got it years back, you just kept it anyhow. There are 4 things you need to get another NIN slip. One is police report. It has to be a recent police report. The one that has stayed over 6 months will not be accepted.
Before you go for police report for the loss of NIN, it's important you are aware of the information or requirements they will need from you. One is that you'll have to pay a certain amount of money. Secondly is that you'll be going there with your passport that will be attached to the document. The next requirement is the NIN number that you want the police report for. And lastly, you have to provide the day you lost the NIN slip. Yeah, you have to give them a specific date that they will be able to put on writing for you. So just have this in mind before you think of going for this report. Here is an example of what this would look like. Yeah, just observe it in a few seconds and take notes.
Number 2, court affidavit of loss of documents.
Here is an example of what the court affidavit will look like. Observe the details and information that will be required from you before you even go there. And you can get any of these documents around any police station. Yeah, because in such areas, there is also a court. Yeah, there are people doing business centers in these areas who are looking for customers to come requesting those things. So it's easy for you to get.
3, evidence of payments of 500 naira via remitter.
You can always recover your remitter receipts from the email address you used while you were making payments.
4, and the last, a photo ID. Now, another reason why you can get NIN reissue is in a case where the one you had got damaged, because this is just a paper.
So if this is not the case with yours, ensure to laminate it immediately you get it. But what if for most people that had this similar issue, while they got it, about going to laminate it, there was rain or it fell into water, or one thing or the other happens, it was smashed, and the paper, you know, it's really light. Yeah, or maybe a child takes a purse and puts in the water and it gets soaked before you even think about laminating it. So many of those issues can cause the NIN to get damaged. Although this is the easiest one to recover, but when this happens, just ensure you have the copy, you have the pieces.
Reissued another NIN. In the case of damage, there's only 2 requirements. One is an evidence of damage, because if your NIN actually damaged and you have access to it, you present the part you still have. And secondly is evidence of payment of 500 naira. Third reason why you can get NIN reissue is in the case of theft. Yeah, maybe people came to steal where your NIN is, and they also stole the NIN slip. In this case, your NIN slip can also be reissued to you. Now, in the case of theft, like if they stole your NIN, you need 4 things, which is also a recent police report, a photo ID, court affidavit, and evidence of payment of 500 naira. Now, the fourth reason is in a case of modification or change. That means if you previously, either you or the agent made a mistake with your name, like your surname, your middle name, or your first name, or your phone number, or your date of birth, like the day, the month, or the year, your address. In any of those cases, you can get another NIN slip. In the case of change or modification of record, you need transaction slip issued after modification was done, evidence of payment of 500 naira, or the payment that is required for any field you want to modify. For example, if you want to modify is your date of birth, the fee is different from phone number or name. So you also provide this evidence. Now, the payment process for any of this is www.remita.net. When you go to remita.net, click on pay billers, both how to change your phone number, how to change your name. The payment still stands. Yeah,
the payment website is still the same, but there is a little adjustment in the platform and the procedures and requirements for you to modify any of this, and that's why we have the NIMC self-service video, which is the totality of the latest processes and requirements for you to do any of those things. But if you have already made payments via Remita in the past, or you want to make now, the platform they still use for payment for any of these is still Remita. So you can go ahead and just take your reference number and continue any of this process with the NIMC self-service portal, which I have the video in this video's description. So this video so far has solved for you the understanding of all that you can change about your NIN, and the only criteria for you to receive another NIN slip, and all the requirements for you to modify any of these details.
I hope this helps. Give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get more from this channel. And do not forget to drop any questions you might have in the comment section. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And don't forget to drop any comment you might have in this regard. Share this video to help other Nigerians